Following show is rated F for fabulous.
What's cracking, YouTube? Me, I'm just chilling. YouTube, let me tell you what, man. I am tired of this lady, man. I'm really, really tired of this lady. I'm ready for this to be the final nail in the coffin. I'm at my last wits. I'm serious. I'm at my last bit of rope for this lady, man. I mean, she's always in the news now. Any little thing she says, everybody's just analyzing, and just, looking to see what kind of wrong thing they can find on her. It's time to give it up. Go away for a couple months and then come back brand new. Do something else, because this ain't it for you, mama. But anyway, YouTube, we're going to find out if this is the last straw for Whoopi Goldberg. Let's go ahead and do the dang on thing and have some fun and have some laughs at this lady, because I'm telling you, she's acting a fool. Let's go ahead and do the dang on thing. Yeah.
You is off the air, finally.
Put a finger in my face and yelled, "I've done more for victims than you ever will." Then I said to her some few choice words I cannot repeat.
Both TV
And give me the respect of watching me while I'm doing my thing, or don't come.
Maybe I want to play it again.
Well, it doesn't mean you
What is
can't himself.
Turn on the television, girl.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I'm leaving y'all.
It's just about it. It's about good values, this country, standing up for yourself and your community.
The discussion was about how I felt about that. People were very angry, and they said, no, we are.
Hold on to your hats, because it looks like Whoopi Goldberg is stirring up a storm over at The View again. The word on the celebrity grapevine is that her co-hosts are just about ready to roll their eyes into next week because of her shenanigans. Can you believe it? Now, here's the kicker. It seems like our girl Whoopi is in full damage control mode. Yep, you heard it right. She's been churning out apologies left and right, like she's on a redemption tour or something. You see, on March 15th, she apologized for the language she used on The View. The moderator issued the apology in a video shared on The View's Twitter account after she discussed Donald Trump's loss of the 2020 presidential election on air, mentioning people who still believe that he got, gypped somehow in the election. The word used is considered derogatory toward people of Romani heritage. When you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you're a kid, or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't.
Now, let me say one thing, though. Right there should be letting her know it's time to go ahead and skedaddle. It's time to get up out of there, whatever you're doing, and just lay low for a couple months. Hey, take a year or two off. Just just lay low. Say your apologies, and everything, and just lay low for a couple years and try to come back strong or something, and just sit back, relax, and just try to analyze what's going on. How can you make things better? Get with your PR team and try to make things better, because, girl, you are messing up right now. You're messing up so much. You're going to dig a hole so deep that you will not be able to get out of it. You will be B-listed. You will have to be in like B-list movies, B-list shows. I'm telling you, it's going to get bad for this little mama right here. It's going to get bad for this lady. I didn't even know gypped was a bad word. I didn't know that was a derogatory term towards, I guess, like the people of Gypsy heritage, Romanian heritage, or something like that. I still use that word. I guess from now on, I'm gonna have to stop using that word.
Another word, and I'm really, really sorry, Goldberg said in her video apology. Going back to December last year, she also issued an apology for her deeply offensive comments about the Holocaust. I was asked about my comments from earlier this year. I tried to convey to the reporter what I had said and why, and attempted to recount that time. It was never my intention to appear as if I was doubling down on hurtful comments, she said, adding that she has talked to people, including rabbis, about her original comments. Goldberg first made the public statements on an episode of The View about 10 months ago, saying at the time that the Holocaust isn't about race, but rather inhumanity to man. She later apologized and was suspended from the show for 2 weeks for her comments. However, Whoopi is at it again, and this time her apologies might not do the trick. In fact, fans are saying that her co-hosts should get her kicked out of the show because of all the negative attention she is bringing.
Really?
Anyway, in her latest escapade, Whoopi came down hard on Jason Aldean's latest music video. The talk show host shared her thoughts on The View and didn't hold back. She questioned the use of imagery from the Black Lives Matter movement in the video. arguing that the protesters were merely looking out for their community and taking care of each other in the face of what they perceived as injustice.
You just have to realize that when you make it about Black Lives Matter, people kind of say, well, are you...
Evidently, Whoopi couldn't help pointing out that bringing up Black Lives Matter might raise questions and
I still don't understand how this lady can say that's about Black Lives Matter. Maybe he had a couple images about, the people in the protests, but I still can't see how anybody could think that's about race, ethnicity, or anything like that that has to go with that. These people were tearing up buildings, they were burning buildings. Does anybody know? Did anybody die in those buildings while they were burning those buildings? That would have been crazy. That's what they should show, you know, show the destruction that they did, and these people are getting paid for it. Man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for any amount of money though. I mean, 9.5 billion, 6.5 million. I meant million, not billion, but man, crazy.
concerns about the video's message. She then went on to call out Jason and the writers for their artistic choices.
Interesting that never occurred to Jason or the writers that that's what these folks...
On the other hand, Jason was quick to respond to Whoopi's allegations. In a powerful display of solidarity and resilience, Aldean addressed the controversy head-on during one of his concerts. He spoke passionately about the true meaning of "try that" in a small town and the reasons behind choosing the courthouse location. Aldean asserted that the song is about supporting each other and standing up against violence and destruction, regardless of race or ethnicity. He also expressed his disappointment with the double standards prevalent in the music industry, where songs promoting violence, drug use, and degradation of women are celebrated and rewarded, while a song celebrating unity and community is attacked and misrepresented. He tweeted that, "I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far." Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg's candid...
Man, he's damn right. He's damn straight right. Let me tell you what, man. Somebody labeled him as a racist, right? Now this guy's getting death threats. His family's getting death threats. Now they're taking away his career. Now they're taking away his money. I mean, this man could lose it all because of the way this woman millions of people listen to this lady. I don't know why. I don't. Not in a good way anyway. But I'm just saying, like, people that listen to her, follow her Goonies, listen to her. What if somebody wanted to do something to this man that believed in Whoopi? What if somebody actually had some power and some high places that want to really, get down like that? I mean, yeah, I believe that he should win that 40 million. Of course, we all know that he's going to do it, but this lady should learn to shut her mouth, man. I mean, she is too wild. She is too wild. She's saying too much crazy mess to be let loose on TV like this. Somebody needs to get her fired or something. Take her off the View, man. She's gonna ruin a show. I'm not gonna say a great show. It could be having the right people. Like I said, what I think in the beginning, they don't listen to the audience anyway. They do what they want to do. They, write the type of shows they think that we should be able to watch,
remarks on Jason Aldean's controversial music video have also sparked a wildfire of reactions from fans as well. While some fans appreciate her perspective, there are those who are not holding back their disappointment and even labeling her a sellout for her statements. These negative comments accuse Whoopi and the entire show as well of compromising her principles to defend the video's imagery. It's time somebody stands up to these self-appointed virtue signalers. Their views are not virtuous. They are ignorant. Don't try to make up Whoopi. It won't work this time. One fan commented. A second fan added, "I think these women, The View and the network, should be sued. There is a fine line between freedom of speech and slander defamation." You see how Whoopi is bringing about negative feelings from fans of the show? And let me tell you, this is just a tip of the iceberg. In the recent weeks, she has done so much damage to the reputation of The View. So last week, Miss Whoopi had a major blow-up that left everyone's jaws on the floor. Picture this. The topic of discussion was all about couples struggling to get frisky while on vacation. But oh my stars, did things take a wild turn. Our girl, Alyssa Farah Griffin, who's a sprightly 34, shared some saucy stats about couples getting frisky in public places. But hold on to your wigs because Whoopi, oh darling Whoopi, decided to take it to a whole new level. She started sharing more details than anyone could handle, going on about poolside escapades and water resistance. Yep, you heard that right. Joy Behar, who's still kicking at 80, couldn't resist digging for even more juicy deets. And Whoopi, well, she didn't hold back diving into the nitty-gritty of it all. But wait for it. The show's producer, Brian Teta, tried to hit the brakes, and Whoopi was having none of it. She was like, hold up, you tell me to get into it, and now you want to shut me down? The drama was off the charts. But that's not all. Our girl Whoopi has been on a roll these past few weeks. Remember when she set her sights on none other than Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor? That's right. She didn't hold back one bit. In fact, she didn't just throw shade. She rallied her co-host to join in the shade throwing.
Star prefers that television remains the...
Whoopi, at her ripe age of 67, unleashed a verbal barrage on the show that could rival a summer thunderstorm. The topic at hand, DeSantis' defense of Florida's new school curriculum, which some argue suggests that slaves actually benefited from their own forced labor. Can you believe it? Whoopi was steaming hotter than a freshly brewed cappuccino, and she wasn't about to let DeSantis off the hook. In a jaw-dropping moment of unfiltered candor, our Oscar-winning diva lashed out, calling DeSantis a disgrace on live television. The air crackled with tension as her co-host, Alyssa Farah Griffin, chimed in, revealing her disappointment in the governor she once knew from her White House days. The energy was palpable, dear readers, as Whoopi laid bare her thoughts on the matter with the finesse of a seasoned orator. As the discussion unfolded, the studio audience was left in awe as Whoopi addressed DeSantis directly. It was as if the whole world held its breath for her next words. With passion burning in her eyes, she called out the attempt to brush over the horrors of slavery, delivering a speech that could move mountains. And it didn't stop there. Ana Navarro, no stranger to fiery commentary, jumped in to add her own spice to the mix. Living in Florida herself, she had...
Okay, I want to ask you guys something. Can you guys leave a link to the video where DeSantis said those things? I didn't get to view those things, but I've been hearing like the Hodge twins talk about it. I've been hearing like of course Charleston White talk a little bit about it. I've been hearing people talk about it, like people that I listen to. I would love to see the video for myself. If you can leave the exact link where he says the exact words that these people are saying that he said. I just
had a front row seat to the culture wars DeSantis seemed to be fanning. She exclaimed,
How dare you? Shame on you people in Florida.
her words resonating like a battle cry. The studio audience erupted in applause as Navarro passionately defended the significance of teaching the brutal reality of history. But the drama didn't end with the guests. Even Alyssa Farah Griffin, usually poised and eloquent, couldn't help but express her frustration with DeSantis' stance. I miss the Ron DeSantis I knew in the House, she lamented. Her words met with an almost eerie silence that hung in the air like a suspended note in a symphony. As the cameras cut to a commercial break, Griffin laughed nervously, almost as if the tension of the moment had taken her by surprise. It was a brief respite from the verbal fireworks, a moment to catch our breath before the storm resumed. And when the show returned from the break, Whoopi didn't let up. She rallied her co-hosts and viewers alike, passionately denouncing attempts to sanitize history. Don't tell us that Rosewood Massacre didn't happen, that it was our fault. No Black people were involved, she declared with unwavering conviction. Her voice reverberated through the screen, leaving an indelible mark on anyone who tuned in. She ended her rant with, You, sir, are... I can't even say the word. You're a disgrace. Whoopi's comments eventually brought an online uproar from fans of the show. One fan asked, should ABC fire Whoopi Goldberg? To which she got a lot of replies from fans simply saying yes. And another fan stating, how can this venom-hating woman spout so much evil against anyone that disagrees with her beliefs and still remain on TV? Another fan stated, the view seems to get worse and worse as the months go by. The lefty ladies are constantly embarrassing themselves. Would you care if it got canceled? To which they got a response saying, don't cancel it. We have to have something to laugh at. Ouch. In any case, whispers in the air say that the directors of The View are practically in a tizzy. Will they give Whoopi the boot and try to salvage the wreckage, or will they keep her on board and risk? Anyway, that's it.
Say a couple things, right? You know what these ladies remind me of, right? The ladies on The View. All the ladies on The View, they remind me of like some old cats, you know? Like some old cats that you hear like in the back of your house that's fighting over a bone. You know that? On the fighting and all that crazy mess, you know, they just need to let them just like go somewhere in the ring, have a celebrity boxing match to get all that anger and frustration out on each other. These ladies, they will fuss and fight over anything, over a disagreement that they have. It's like they try to have a disagreement amongst each other. They cannot agree on anything. But Whoopi is the biggest one. She's always trying to stir the pot. She always has to make it about herself. This is not really her show, right? That's what I'm learning, right? It's the white lady, the older white lady. I don't even know her name, right? That's how you could tell I don't watch the show, but I just catch it every now and then. My mom watches it, you know? She just flips the channels. Like, she doesn't even have cable, right? She just has regular TV. She says cable TV is like for the devil, okay? So, but these ladies here, man, whenever she's watching it, I might go over there just to like eat some tacos or something. My mom cooks some good food. Anyway, but man, I see these old ladies just always arguing, man. It's just, it's a little bit hilarious, but it's annoying at the same time, man. Whenever I'm on my regular TV, man, like I said, I just go straight to YouTube, Netflix, or Disney Channel, man, because I just can't stand watching this bull crap that's on TV like that. But anyway, YouTube, man, I guess this wasn't the final nail in the coffin, so I will be reporting this every now and then. But I love getting into music videos and other videos, and I just can't really waste too much time on Whoopi Goldberg. But when she finally gets that final nail in the coffin, I will be reporting on it. I will be giving my thoughts on it, man. It needs to happen. It needs to happen soon. Surely be getting to it. All right, guys, I'm out of here, guys. You guys have a blessed one. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I'm out. Peace.
Yo!